So before the video actually starts, I need to say that this video is only possible because of Ignan. He basically did the whole thing. If you don't know him, if you follow me on Twitter, you know him because you see him on my timeline all the time. Me talking to him and me tweeting at him and stuff like that. Ignan has been playing this game ever since he came out. He stopped playing because he was having only the JP version was rough, but he knows all the stuff. If there's anyone that knows stuff about this game, is him, and he's in the call with me, just guiding me. His mic was a little bit weird because we were on Discord and I was sharing the screen. And when you're sharing the screen on Discord, the connection gets a little bit rough. But anyways. The tier list is a bit long. He does go a little bit in detail with the best of the best units. So if you wanna just have like a times 1.5 in the video or times 2, you can do whatever you want. You can, of course, just skip into the end and see the units. But if you want to hear explanations from honestly, the only person I know that have been playing this game are him and Darkskin. And I know Ignan just put a lot of time in this game. So again, if you want to hear what he has to say, watch the video. If you want to just skip and see like the results, it's whatever. But again, go check out Ignan. I say this in the beginning of the video because it's like an after. But go check out Ignan. He has all the tutorials, everything about the game on his channel. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Okay, so the new game Attack on Titan Tactics released, and I'm here with the only person that has incredible knowledge about this game, which is Ignan. If you want to check out Ignan, I'll have his link in the description and the pinned comment, because I feel like if you're gonna play this game, you're gonna want to be subbed to him, because he's the only... I'm legit telling you, he's the only person I know that has actually played the game. So...
That hurts.
That hurts, but it's true. But, you know... So he's here and he's gonna help me put a beginners, not necessarily beginners tier list, but a tier list to help people that are gonna start right now. So we're not gonna go like in-depth mechanics, right? If you don't know the mechanics, we're not gonna be shoving information. I mean because I don't know anything. So he's gonna be teaching me as well. But he's not gonna
make this as noob friendly as possible.
Yeah, exactly. Not shoving any stuff like, oh, so the leader skill is good because of this. I mean, that's...
The leader skill is good because 40% attack to the
best
thing in the game.
Yeah, you know? Just, this unit is good. If he's in a banner, summon for it, done, you know?
Yes, okay.
A little bit more informative than that, but you get it. So, let's start it. Let's go by here, like the first, second, third, you know? Just, you see my mouse, right?
Okay. So, Reiner, he's a C tier unit.
C?
Absolutely bad. Yeah.
I thought you would put him on D.
He can be a really good unit, but he attacks too slow. That's pretty much all I have to say there.
Okay.
Then we're gonna move on to Bertolt, also pretty bad. He's like the
first units are never the best.
He's one of the first units to get in the game, which is why he's not as. He's actually the first unit that's attainable by free-to-play means. If you're a JP, but
okay,
so to take a loss.
So he's one of the first free-to-play units. That's why he's not very good. Okay.
Yeah, he's pretty bad. Erwin, this one is A tier. Now this one used to be, he used to be really, really good, but as time's gone on, single hit units have not been that great.
It's like that with every game. Like you can go to every game and be like, oh, this unit was so good 5 years ago.
Yeah, like right now, his only good use is his leader skill. Everything else is really, really out. Yeah. So Hanji, this Hanji is also A tier. She's a very special unit because she's like one of the only 2 units that actually boosts your attacking your units on the field. The other one that does it is the other Hanji. So she's really good for that, and she's only 5-star arm cutter in the game, but she's just not anything super special outside of that.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So she's nothing super special outside of that. Now, I got my girl, Annie! S tier. This is the unit all you new players should be rerolling for the tutorial summon.
Yeah, I said that on my video. I also know stuff, okay? I said that on my video. When you start the game, there's the reroll banner, you go for Annie. I said it, you know?
Hell yeah, bro. She's really good. Amazing leader skill for new players. Amazing SP. One of the best SPs in the game. Her attack stat's kind of low, but her SP makes up for it a lot. And so does her HP stat overall. Just such a great unit. I love her so much. Then we have Gene, who's pretty much the same thing except for single hits, but he's not as good. He's a B tier.
Oh, that's sad. I pulled him on a multi, so I'm gonna reroll on that account.
Like he's usable, but he's very situational because his attack is very low outside his SP, and he's not AOE like Annie is, so you can't really make excuses for.
I mean, in general, AOE units I assume are gonna be just much better, right? And just in general. It's like on Blazing.
They have lower attack stats, but there is like 2 AoE units we're gonna get into later that are really good. So yeah, he's pretty much Annie except a single target unit, but he also has the highest HP in the game. So I mean, you got that. So Sasha, Z tier unit, amazing, absolutely. Second highest attack stat in the game of any 3-hit single target unit. SP that heals all the SP that heals all your allies in the field and increases her HP.
Oh, so she's a support unit.
Yes, and she also deals great damage as well. Her only downside is her HP is kind of bad because of how much she... But I'm not going to get into that too much because new players won't know what I'm going on about.
I mean, the thing about support units is that a lot of people look at them and be like, oh, they're not going to do much damage. I don't like... But, you know, support units are mostly good. If they fulfill their role, they're good, you know?
Yeah, then you have Sasha, who's a support unit and also one of the hardest hitters in the game.
Nice.
Next we have Ymir. Ymir is an A tier unit. She's just the purple unit. She does damage.
I know who's gonna be D tier. You clown on her every time. Okay. I know who's gonna be a D tier unit. Can I already put it?
Oh yeah, Rika.
You clown on her all the time. I see it.
There's a huge meme to praise to Rico that she don't pull her in the server. She's just horrible. 3-cost unit, which you think is really good, but her attack stat is absolutely atrocious. She has a lower attack stat than the 3 or 4-star units in the game. Her HP is pretty bad. She's just a horrible unit. There's no redeeming factors for her. Just trash.
Okay, so you heard here first. If you pull her, delete your account.
Delete the game. Delete the game. Just get.
If you pull her in a reroll, just do it again. Just straight up, just do it again. Even if you get the best unit in the game, just do it again.
Yeah, she's atrociously bad, dude. It doesn't make sense.
Is she a general pool 5-star?
The thing is, every banner doesn't have like a set. I don't know how to explain it. It's random units to every banner. There isn't like a general SSR pool like Dokkan or something.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
But you're talking
so
about...
now
You're gonna talk about Ymir, they stopped you, I'm sorry.
Okay. She's just a regular purple unit. She just does a lot of damage for free, and she saves your units when they get grabbed. So think with purple units, I will explain this one time and get it out the way. Purple units save your units when they're getting grabbed by titans. You send them out. They're low cost. They do free damage. So you send them out. They go do their 3 hits.
I learned that with the tutorial, man. Tutorial in English is very good. It's very good.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. I forgot. Y'all. So yeah, y'all don't need the explanation. So she's pretty good. She's like the 4th or 5th hardest hitting one. She ain't that far up there, but she's still really good if you get her. And she's a survey corps team. Okay, let me not get into that. I said I wouldn't get into that. Let's leave that alone.
I mean, with the worst units, like this guy right here, you can just go shorter. I mean, I don't know if he's bad, but like, let's say that he's bad.
Actually pretty good.
Okay.
S tier.
I'm sorry. I was mean to him.
I was mean to him too. So I said I wasn't going to go into this, but he has an HP lead for one of the best teams in the game. I will leave. His HP stat itself is like the worst in the game, but his leader skill makes up for it. That's why I mentioned that. His attack stat, he actually has one of the highest attack potentials in the game and get his SP off. He can do up to like 54,000 a hit, which is really insane.
I don't know how much that is, to be honest. 50,000?
That's like...
I'm a new player.
About like 4 million attack stat in Dokkan terms.
Okay, now I understand.
And he's a 3-hit unit, so it's really ridiculous. But you have to get him build up and prepare him and stuff like that, so it's kind of inconsistent, but he's still really good. SP is pretty much Andy's SP, that's why I jerk her off so much, jerking him off for the same reason. Really, really good SP. So now let's move on to Elgin. Elgin is one of the best routed units in the game. He's going to S tier. One of the higher attack stats of all the 3-hit assault type units in the game. Really good SP, really good SP charge, really good HP. He's just like, everything is good, but he doesn't do anything super over the top.
Okay, so he's just an overall good unit. He doesn't do a
really
bajillion damage or like heal 5 million.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just really, really solid as a unit. It's like pulling an EZA unit, like general pull SSR EZA, pretty much.
I see.
Next we have Banana. I don't know her actual name is like Nibana or something like that.
I'll be honest. If you weren't like shouting screens and you knew who I'm picking, I would not know her name. I just wouldn't know her name at all. I'll be honest.
I just call her Banana. She is actually an S tier unit as well. She's also a purple unit like Ymir.
Well, the character is not very relevant, but he's really good. Like
yeah, she's really powerful. She's the highest attack stat purple unit in the game. She does insane damage. Her SP is one of the only purple units with a good SP on it that's actually consistent, and her leader skill is pretty decent as well. So she's like really powerful. When she came out, I was shocked. That's just. Now we have Jost, rip off Jost as I like to call him. He's an A tier unit now. There's some people that argue this, but he's a good unit, don't get me wrong. He does very good damage. He's a 4-hit unit, but the thing is, his HP loss, I said I wasn't going to get into this stuff, but his HP loss is horrible. So it kind of holds him back a little bit. But outside of that, he's a really good unit. Good leader skills, good SP.
My real question is he actually called Josuke?
No, he's like Delgar or something like that. I don't know.
You would be too much of a coincidence, okay?
Spoiler alert. His biggest moment is dying to save 2 Titan shifters on a tower. That's his biggest moment in the series.
Spoiler moment? Wasn't that in season 1 or season 2?
Season 2.
Yeah, that's not spoiler. That's from like 5 years ago. That's fine.
But people, I don't want you getting attacked in the comments. So.
Okay.
This Titan Aaron, if you asked me about where he would be like 2 months ago, it'd be like B tier, but he actually got buffed recently, so now he's back in S tier. Okay. So the thing with him is he's a single hit unit, which is bad, like I talked about Aaron. So he only hits one time, it does good damage, but it just doesn't hold up with today's meta. But he has a Titan form, which is the best SPs in the game. Like, just straight up.
So he's a transformation unit.
Yeah, pretty much. He transforms to the Titan form when you fill the SP gauge, and he's actually the hardest damaging Titan in the game so far. I'm not getting into details.
Are there Titans?
Yes, there's other ones. Well, only Aaron so far, but there's like 3 Aarons that transform right now.
Oh, okay. I thought it was other characters, but like I don't know. We don't have any like really season 3 type characters, right? In the game yet.
The first season 3 character is actually Connie that we're gonna get into.
Okay.
Okay, but his Titan form is the most damaging. What they buffed on him was his HP is only 40,000, while the Swimsuit Aaron had like 280,000 HP, which is just insane. So they buffed him from 40,000 HP up to 100,000. I know I said I wasn't getting to this stuff, but I just want to explain that they buffed him, and it really, really impacted him, just raising his HP on his Titan form up. So he's really, really good again. Next we have Mikasa. Mikasa has like technically the 3rd unit to come out, but 2nd banner, and she's still a Z tier unit. She's like all around amazing unit. Good attack stat, good HP, good SP, and good leader skill.
That's what you would expect from Mikasa, you know? She has to be good.
Yeah.
She has to be really good.
She's still like the 2nd best AoE in the game, and still one of the top like 6 or 7 units in the entire game as well. She's just really, really powerful. So I'm probably supposed to mention this later, but when you're re-rolling, if you get the new unit that we'll talk about later in the tier list, and you get her, you're pretty much set with AoEs, because they're like the best 2 AoEs in the game. They're absolutely ridiculous.
So I should re-roll for her. I should keep re-rolling just for her.
No, because the main unit is actually better.
Okay.
But if you do get Mikasa, that's still a good start. So I wouldn't say you should just re-roll that.
Alright.
She's still a really good unit to get her. Next we have Armin, which is also a Z tier unit. Now, the thing with Armin is, he's not a hard hitter. His HP is okay. His stats are pretty much average overall. But what makes this unit really, really, really good is his ability to stun. Now, there's the final boss in the chapter 8 of the story. You fight a Gear 40 Annie. Now, if you have a Gear 40 Armin, he will solo that stage by himself, because he can stun lock Annie, so she will never hit you at all. He's just insane when it comes to that stun. It's a little bit RNG based.
I mean, if you're going up against multiple enemies, I assume he's not very good. But if
he's
it's
not
just
the best
one
in the world, but
if it's just one, he's like MVP.
Yeah, he's insane. It's a little RNG based against certain titans, but overall, you get the stun off within the first 3 hits on him. It's really. I have to make a video on that eventually of him going against Annie, but that's another story. So he's a really good unit, very, very, very good unit. Now we have Reiner, which is one of the most powerful, most damaging units in the game at Z tier. So
Reiner that is actually good. I didn't see you talking about him.
Yeah, it's funny because the blue Reiner came out the first day of the game, and he's horrible. Then you got this yellow Reiner that came out, and he's one of the best units in the game, top 5, like easily. He does such absurd amount of damage. His regular attack stat is like, okay, I keep saying I'm not getting to this, but I want to do it just to explain why he's good real quick. He has a 1,000 attack stat. He gets 8 times multipliers against big titans. which most of the times you'll be trying to kill anyway are big titans, and you just kill the small ones with AoEs.
It's funny
so
you should call Titan small, but okay, keep going.
Yeah, it's true. But if you send him out against the big titans, you pretty much just like tear them down, just like nothing, because he gets insane to damage. He's like top 3 or 2 damaging overall in the entire game. It's just absolutely insane. He can one-shot pretty much any boss with his SP. It's just absurd.
If he can one-shot pretty much any boss, why is he only on Z tier? And not
because of his HP loss. His HP loss is one of the worst in the. It's just really, really bad, and it holds him back quite a bit. Because you send him out, and he will get his hits off, and he kill a couple titans. Then he'll pretty much, if he gets hit one time, he's dead. Like he's pretty much over with. He dies way too fast, but this is the sheer amount of damage he does.
So
I
he's
cannot
a glass
put him any
cannon.
lower to Z tier. Yes, pretty much. I just can't put him any lower to Z tier though. He's just too powerful. Like,
okay.
And it's a general consensus with me and like the 2 other people that play the game that he's a really good unit. So
now that we got the global version, it's going to be at least 5 more. Okay, don't worry.
oh yes. Now we got Historia. Now Historia, we were delusional when she came out. We thought the Java ability was the best thing in the game, so we thought she was like the second best unit in the entire game. But nah, she's actually as much as this hurts me to say, she's a B tier unit.
What? You made me re-roll for her.
We were delusional back then, okay? The game just came out.
My JP account pulled 2 of her when she came out.
Man, it hurt so much. Dropping her down hurt me so bad. But the thing with her is her damage is just too low. It takes her too long to get her damage up, which is a problem with Java units in general.
So why did you think
HP,
she was good?
Because we thought the Java ability was the best thing since sliced cheese, okay?
And cheese is very good.
Yeah, so and her SP is very unique because she's pretty much a boss killer. But then Reiner came out and like her main use was pretty much useless now because he just destroys everything. And then her regular damage is slow, her HP stat is slow. Man, it hurts. It hurts so much. Chopping her down was just painful. But the thing keeping her from being the worst unit in the game is actually the next one, Berthold. Now we're just going to ignore Rico exists, but Berthold is also a B tier unit, and he's the worst Survey Corps unit in the entire game. He's absolutely atrocious. So, thing is, he does good damage for 3 hits, and that's it. After those 3 hits, he does, like, I can't cuss on each other. He does,
we keep it family friendly over here.
he does, he hits like a feather, then pretty much, after those 3 hits. So say he does like 24,000 on his first 3 hits. It is a single hit unit as well, so that's bad as well. But his first 3 hits, he does good damage. Amazing.
But after that, he's just 0.
He's just unusable.
Okay.
And his SP, all it does is boost that mechanic, which is just still also pointless. It's only 3 hits. So he's just a horrible unit. I can't find any like redeeming factors.
So why is he not lower though?
Because he still can hit hard for those 3 hits.
Okay.
So it's still good for like tight situations.
He's still bad than her.
Yeah, pretty much. Anything. Funny story about that. I'll tell you later when we get to the. So next we have Marco. Marco is also going to be B. No, actually Marco's C tier. Marco is. Wait, why is it A? What's going on here?
Oh, I'm sorry. My brain is so small.
So he's also a purple unit. He's the only 5-star foot cutting purple unit in the game. So he does the same thing the other purple units does, except instead of dealing damage, he cuts their feet, which is very helpful. With his SP, you go cut any feet in the game, including Titan Annie's, Gear 40. So that's very helpful.
Feet? That's a lot of toes right there. Damn.
Yes, he cut any feet in the game. It's very powerful.
But
he's very good at what he. But he doesn't do anything else. So.
Oh, okay.
He's a good leader skill for training court, but we ain't talking about all that. So.
Yeah, there's always a but. There's always a but. When I'm making tier lists, it's the same thing. This unit is good, but, you know.
So now we're going on to another one that's going to be controversial because people are just not accepting it. A lot of people have changed their mind recently, but Levi is an S tier unit falling from grace. So the thing with Levi is he's very powerful, yes. He's one of the hardest hitting units of the game, but the problem is it takes him 5 hits to get to that status. It takes him 5 hits to eat the dust of like the next Z tier units and stuff. It's very powerful, but it takes way too long to get out. He's very good for bosses, and outside of that, I really can't justify telling
So he's outdated. He was really
Yeah,
good.
pretty much. The
but the
jive
game
mechanic
changed.
is just outdated, pretty much. That's
Okay.
pretty
I
much
mean,
the end of
it
the story.
happens. It happens with every game. You have these units that again just come out and they are super good, and then 3 or 4 months pass and they're like, this unit's good, but you know, I wouldn't use it.
Yeah, it's just once 2-hit units came out, and then Erwin especially, that we're gonna talk about later, it's just his job mechanic just ain't worth it anymore. The damage he does, it's really good. It's the best damage in the game, but like I said, it takes way too long to get to. It's pretty much like trying to nuke on Dokkan Battle or something in like the modern meta. It's just not worth it. Unless you're just doing like a 1-stage boss or something. It's just not worth trying to get up. Pretty much when he gets to his max damage, other units have already killed multiple Titans while he's still hitting one Titan. It's pretty funny actually. But I'm not gonna shit on too much because I know people get pretty upset when I do. But,
it's because it's
next we have
Levi. Levi is literally the coolest character in the anime.
Yeah, I love Levi. He's so freaking cool.
I wonder why there's only one Levi. They must
two.
release. No, I mean 5-star.
No, there's another one. It's right down there.
Oh, I didn't see him. Oh, but his swimsuit.
yeah.
I'm talking like
Yeah?
real Levi, right? Because this swimsuit
no.
is like a cooler version, like another
There's like
real Levi.
There's one that's been in the data since the game first came out that have 0 mention. But yeah, so he's a good unit, but it's just his main purpose at this point is just boss killing. And then once again, you have Reiner who just one-shots everything. So it's just kind of pointless to send out a unit that takes 5 hits to kill a boss compared to one that just kills in one shot with an SP. But anyways, let's move on to Hanji. Now Hanji is absolutely ridiculous. She's a god tier unit.
Ooh, the
unit.
first god tier unit. Okay, and it's a character I actually like. Okay.
Yeah, she's a 2-hit unit, which means she has a very high attack stat. She's doing almost 10k attack stat. I know y'all don't know the significance of that, but just know that's
really good.
Yeah, and the thing is, she's a 2-hit unit, and she doesn't have the thing that makes 2-hit units slightly weaker compared to other units, which is the HP loss. The HP loss of her is like 4.9%, I believe, and normally it's like 6% to like 7 or 8% for 2-hit unit. So she is really, really powerful, and she stays out of the field for a really, really long time.
She's not on the banners that are out right now, right?
No, sadly not.
Yikes.
She also has a similar SP to the other Hanji, except hers is a smaller range, and it's a slightly lower, it's like 10%. But it's still really good, because you boost your other units, your other god tier units and stuff, and make them do even more damage. So she's just really powerful. It's really, really powerful. Stays out for a while.
Let's make her resume. It's really good.
Yes. Next we have Swimsuit Mikasa, which
Hot.
is going to be S tier.
Okay.
S tier. She would be Z tier, but the thing is, so her problem is her SP charge is pretty low. But the problem with that is the way you fix the SP charge is with the other Mikasa, and the other Mikasa has the same name, so you can't run them on the same team. So she's kind of
the game is like Dokkan, right? You just can't.
Yes, for now they're gonna fix it soon, but the way to fix it is kind of.
I prefer keeping it like that, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah. So she's really good. She's probably, I think, the 3rd or 4th. She's the 3rd hardest hitting AOE unit in the game. Yeah. 3rd hardest hitting AOE unit in the game. Really good. She does 4 hits as well, so there's not a single Titan that's gonna survive her AOE besides like super big Titans. She's able to actually kill hordes of Titans, the big ones, with her attack stat and her 4 hit. Plus, she also has a pretty high HP loss, and her SP is kind of bad, so it holds her back just a little bit. But once they change the same name stuff, she'll jump up a lot more. So now we have Kani. Now Kani goes in D tier. I'm just kidding. Kani is S tier.
I was actually expecting him to be in D tier for some
I hate
reason.
that he's actually good. He's pretty much like Banana, except just slightly weaker, and he has a significantly worse SP. So the thing with him is, he does good damage as a purple unit. He's also the first Season 3 unit, like I mentioned earlier. If you look at the clothes, it's straight from Season 3, which means they ain't going in order like we thought they were going to be doing eventually, which means I'm also going to be waiting for my Titan Annie a little bit longer. But
I mean,
yeah,
if they keep mixing it up, it's actually good. I want to see the
I like
freaking
that.
monkey Titan that I always forget, the beast Titan. Beastial?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I really want to see him. That's a cool character. But, you know.
Yeah, I'm waiting for him so bad as well. But yeah, he's a very strong purple unit. There's not much to say about purples outside that they're strong. But yeah, he's pretty good. He's also the leader skill for black type. So I keep saying I'm not gonna talk about that stuff. It's a habit, okay? I'm used to talking like 30 minutes per unit. Just leave me alone. Next is Swimsuit Levi, which is A tier.
Hot as
now
well.
Yes, he's also hot. He is a drive unit just like the other Levi, except he's a 4-hit. So this is why I call him Blue Ball Levi, because he's a blue type first of all.
Oh,
and second of all, he.
So they're gonna make all Levi's this type, huh? Or
It seems like it. That seems like it.
As you're saying, the freaking mechanic is not very good. It's actually disappointing, but you know, it's whatever.
Hopefully the next Levi isn't like that, but he can do good damage with his SP, because his SP on top of the drive mechanic is actually good, because they're doing insane damage with that. But he has a kind of low SP charge rate, but it can be fixed with Mikasa, like I mentioned earlier. I think I call him Blue Ball Levi though because he's missing the 5th hit, which the 5th hit is the only argument people have for the other Levi to be good, because that's where the big damage comes in. Let's just say his 4th hit is like 30,000, which is absurd. Then like the next hit would be like 60,000 or something. It's really like doubles the damage.
He keeps duplicating the damage, but he can't duplicate anymore. Yikes.
Yeah.
So he's the same unit, but a little bit worse.
Yeah, it's pretty much like
why
he's
even? Why
hit.
even release him then?
Yeah, and he's missing that 5th hit, which is a very kind of douchebag move to be honest. He also has a really bad HP loss. You sit him out, he does his first 4 hits, and he's pretty much like a quarter of his HP gone. So he's still a very good unit if you do manage to get him. Word on the street is that the Swimsuit managed to be coming to global soon. So
okay.
Hey, we have to wait to see, but there's possible
word
evidence
on the
that
streets. You're a
soon.
freaking tactics dealer. Cool.
But there's possibility that they're coming back. They're all very good units. Aaron being the best one. We're going to talk about him as the last unit, sadly. That's my favorite. But it's just that missing that 5th hit and then also having a low HP, well, a high HP loss is just really hurts him. Now, if they were to have buffed him like they said they're going to, and gave him a 4 cost instead of 5, I would move him up to S tier because then he'd actually be doing a lot of damage for his cost. But alas, they haven't buffed him. That's also something I forgot to mention about Hanji. Let me say that real quick. Hanji is doing like insane damage, lasting forever, and all this stuff for only 4 costs, which is very good because that's just your AP is very important. Managing AP is very important, and the fact that she's 4 costs and she does so much is extremely good. So I forgot to mention that earlier. That's the main reason why she's good. So next we have Petra. Petra's going in A tier. She's another purple unit, the 3rd hardest hitting purple unit. Wait, I said A tier. Boy, what you doing?
I don't know. I saw the big pile of characters. I want you to put more. Like, so many characters are S tier.
She's an A tier unit. She's like the 3rd hardest hitting purple unit in the game. But her SP is very inconsistent. It's very bad. Her leader skill is good though, but she's just the SP hurts really bad, and she also just isn't doing the same damage as Banana and Connie is. So there's pretty much nothing much else to say about her. Now we have this black-haired girl. I forgot her name. It's like Ilse or something.
I should know.
Now,
I just had the game open with her name, but I don't remember either.
Yeah, it's like ILSE or something like that. Now she's a Z tier unit. She's the new unit out right now in both Global and JP. She's the unit you should be re-rolling for. You should be getting Annie tutorial and getting her off.
You see, I have a big brain because I said that on my video as well. She's the one I should be re-rolling for.
She is currently the best AoE in the game, and the reason why is because she's basically 2 of the best units in the game mixed into 1. So she's basically Mikasa mixed with Sasha. So she has pretty much Mikasa's attack stat with the fully geared 40. She has just slightly, like 10s under of what Mikasa's attack stat is, which is already the highest attack stat for AoE in the game. So she's just barely underneath that. She has the like top 3 highest HP stat in the game, a very low HP loss, a 3-hit unit.
So they released this with Global just for people to gather and like be good for the story mode, I imagine, right?
Yes. Yes, okay. She'd be very helpful for that. So she's like the 2nd strongest damage dealing AoE in the game, just barely missing the 1st spot of that. Very good HP, one of the highest HP stats in the game, low HP loss, very good SP. Now, she has Sasha's SP where she heals the units on the field and she raises her own HP stat and stays on the field and she keeps attacking. Which staying on the field at the SP is very rare, so that's very good for her. And her leader skill is just a 24% HP. I was supposed to talk about that, but it's whatever.
You're going too into the unit, okay?
Yes, she's very good. I just want to stress that she's very good. She's like the best AoE in the game, easily. This is very good. She's Sasha and Mikasa together. Let's just leave it. Next we have my girl.
Okay. I need to say this. On my video, I said that she's bad, and then I was like, is she bad? I don't remember, because I confused her with this girl. So correct me now.
Yeah, she's really. The funny thing is, this is a story that's talking about. When I first logged in and looked at her stats and stuff, I thought she's worse than Rico, because she had like barely higher stats than Rico, but she's also a 5 cost. So I was like, wow, she's worse than Rico. Then I looked at it, oh wait, she's AoE. She's actually like one of the best units in the game. So anyways, Hitch is an A tier unit. She's also a purple unit, like the third hardest hitting purple. Yeah, A. Okay. She's like the third or fourth hardest hitting purple unit in the game. I can't remember exactly. The only thing holding her back is that she's not on a good team. She's on a Garrison Corps team, which is, y'all don't know what any of this is, but I'm just going to say it real quick. She's on the Garrison Corps team, which is like the most irrelevant team in the game. So that holds her back just a little bit on her damage, but she is the red leader skill, so you can run her underneath the red team, and that's pretty much all there is to it. She's a good damage dealer, but she doesn't have a proper team. Okay? So, yeah, she's a purple unit, but she's just missing that team. Now, we got my favorite unit in the game, and also my least favorite character in the series, Swimsuit Aaron. God tier, amazing unit. It does good damage. It's a 2-hit unit. Titan form, he has the highest HP in the game, 280,000 HP in his Titan form, so he's pretty much good for new players, because new players can send him out, and he'll tank all the Titans on the field while your other units attack for you. So, let's just say your under gear requirements, which y'all know what this is.
But is he good enough to the point where I should like wait for him to come and then reroll?
I say Erwin is. Erwin, Hanji, and Aaron maybe. But I say you can just save your crystals up for when they come instead of actually reroll.
So I reroll, get the new unit in the banner, whatever, and don't spend anymore. Is that what you're saying?
That's what I do.
Okay.
Yeah. Because he's really good. That Titan form, your under gear requirements for story, he will clutch it for you so hard because he takes so much damage to your face and doesn't die. He's just so tanky. Pretty much has clearing story from my friend, and he pretty much was the MVP because he just takes so much damage without dying, and it lets your under gear units do their like very small damage to everything. So it really buys you a lot of time. The only problem is you only will see it like once a match, more than likely. But it's still just so goddamn good, and his stats overall are pretty good. He's just such a great unit overall. So Erwin is obviously in the Erwin tier. He breaks the game. Screw you. This unit is just absurd.
I see that he has smoke coming out of him. Is that supposed to be that he's a Titan?
I think that it's Titan blood fell on him.
Okay.
And it's just like,
I was about to say, is that the story where he actually became the Colossal Titan? He actually was the one that became the Colossal Titan? That's another like story.
I wish, man. I wish. I hate that scene so much. But yeah, he's just absurd. He's like LR Keller Khalifa levels good. He's just absolutely ridiculous. End all be all best unit in the game. Absolutely insane. One of the highest attack stats in the game. He's a 3-hit unit. On top of that, low HP loss. Let me just stress the 3-hit unit thing. So usually units with his attack stat only 2-hit or 1-hit units, so they won't be overpowered. He's a 3-hit unit, so he's outputting some of the biggest damage in the game, easily. His HP is really high. He has a low HP loss. He has an ability that makes his damage even more. He gets even stronger when he falls underneath 50% HP. And it's just insane. And he's also he's the only unit in the game that has an SP that does damage to the Titans, but he also stays on the field afterwards. Then he's doing his crazy damage normally as well. On top of that, he's just insane. He's just ridiculously good. And the thing is, they cut you global players so goddamn hard. Because he went away last night, right before global release.
I mean, it wasn't
They knew what they're doing.
It wasn't purpose.
Yeah, they knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing. They made sure y'all couldn't get him. He's so busted. I might actually try to make a showcase on him or something. But he's just so goddamn overwhelmingly strong.
So if you just bring him as a friend, he just carries you.
Pretty much. I mean, I'm going to be honest. I'm sure he would on like any stage.
What do you mean he would? Haven't you tested?
I haven't tested him that much. I've used him like a couple times. He's just so goddamn good. Just amazing damage, amazing HP, amazing everything. He's so good. Yeah. So hopefully I didn't make this video like 10 hours long.
You did.
Crap.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's good explanation. If anyone wants to watch it faster, they just put in times 1.5 or whatever. It doesn't matter.
This ain't even as detailed as to go in on these units, so just be happy I cut out as
the
much
video
as I
could have
did.
been 2 hours.
Yeah, it could have been really, really long.
That's why on my tier list, I actually don't explain everything. And people are like, oh man, why did you exactly put this unit exactly in this place? I'm like, oh, I didn't want to make the video 2 hours, okay?
Yeah,
I didn't want to explain.
Oh,
I don't like this Itachi because he doesn't have exactly 1% more additional that I would like.
He does have exactly 10 more attack stats.
Nah, but that's so this can be like a list of units to reroll for pretty much, or units that you should use on your team. Of course, you need leader skills and whatever, but it's what it is.
Leader skills, let me point this out real quick. Leader skills are not that important for new players because you're just going through normal stage of story. Once you get to the hard mode, then it's pretty. But we worry about that in a couple weeks when y'all actually get to that.
Yeah, but yeah, use the list if you want to take a screenshot, whatever. Use it for summoning, I guess. just have it with you. Well,
just show it to all your friends.
Yeah, send it to all your friends on Twitter, but. Thank you guys for watching. As I said in the beginning of the video, Igna is the only person that knows everything about the game, so if you want to know info, go to his channel, sub to him. I want to see him with 5,000 subs by tomorrow.
Oh yes, hell yeah, bro. Get me monetized, come on.
Thank you guys for watching, and please subscribe. Want to say something, Igna? Just...
Tekken, T-Pain, I don't know. Bye guys.